Hey YouTube, it's Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters, here with another drum lesson. Today, I want to talk about how to separate your right hand from your right foot. Now, what I was just playing there, this is actually out of the book, the Hal Leonard Complete Edition, Drum Set Method, rather, Complete Edition. If you want to pick one of these up, link is down below. And this is groove number 17 on page 49. And I've been going over this one a lot with my students in person because this is a great beat to kind of work on separating your right hand with your right foot. And what I mean by that is a lot of people, when they first learn something like this, you'll notice that if I slow this beat way down, the second time I hit the bass drum, you'll notice that it's out of sync with my right hand. Once again. And the way that this can be written, and how it's written on exercise number 17, is basically a 16th note from the second hi-hat hit. So we're playing 8th notes on the hi-hat, but if we count it like 16th notes, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a... So you can hear that it is actually on the of 1E and 2. So the snare drum is still 2 and 4, like a lot of standard rock beats, but we have the on the bass drum. Now, if we were to play that locked on with the hi-hat, and we switch our hi-hat pattern to 16th notes, it's going to sound like this. And what I recommend doing is actually learning the beat like that first. And this way you can get the feel of how the bass drum and the snare drum are supposed to go together before you try to take away every other hi-hat hit and turn it into 8th notes rather than 16th notes. So once again, I'm going to play that again. You can play it along with me. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Okay, so go ahead and practice that for a while until it feels nice and smooth. You want to be able to play it in a steady tempo. I recommend using a metronome if you have to. Try not to speed up or slow down. Make sure you keep your limbs relaxed, your wrist loose, but keep a good firm grip on your sticks. And that's another thing too that I like to, especially if you're first learning how to play or you're kind of an intermediate player, keeping a firm grip on your stick, but still keeping your arm loose is a very crucial skill that you have to develop. And a lot of times I'll see, it's either one or the other, like the person's playing loose, but they're barely holding on to their sticks, or they're holding on to the stick very tightly and they're playing very stiff. So you have to kind of just basically train your body to be able to keep a tight grip here, but keep loose in the rest of your body. Which is a little bit of a trick, but you just have to practice it, and that's all you can do. So once again, let's try this with the 16th notes. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... All right, so hopefully you've had a chance to practice that, and now we're ready to do it as 8th notes. And I'll keep it at this tempo for now, but here we go together. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... So if you're having trouble with that, the trick to it is unlocking your right hand and your right foot. And a lot of times people who have trouble with this beat will sound something like this. So even if you're playing it like that, in the beginning, just be aware that you're putting an extra hi-hat hit in there, and just keep trying to unlock your right hand from your right foot. So it should actually sound like one more time. Let's play it together, but this time a little bit faster. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a All right, hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. You're able to learn something from it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them down below. And if you have any thing that you want to learn specifically, let me know that down below as well. If you're interested in Skype lessons, there's also links for that down below, as well as if you're in the New York City, Staten Island, or Brooklyn area, I teach here in person. So anyway, once again, this is Justin, a.k.a. Demonic Sweaters, and thanks for watching. See you soon.